this has to do with minimizing a bad pick and roll matchup. So, you're playing a team that for you, you're on defense. I'm sorry. So you're on defense. You're just trying to minimize whatever's going on in the pick and roll to not get burned by it so much. So start, sub, or sit. So these are 3 different things that you could do. And then your start would be which one you think would maybe be the best that you would possibly do. So trap the ball screen and rotate out of it and just trust your defense to rotate and recover. The second one is switch it and maybe load up, maybe sink in and help on either drive or a post mismatch. And then the third one would be try to pre-switch a player out onto the pick and roll before it even happens. So start, sub, or sit, which one you'd prefer?
I will say this season, probably this season, I will switch.
Switch, okay.
This is the easiest way, tactical, with my young team. So probably I will switch. I like the third one, the idea of maybe having a guard moving with the big and like this, and the big staying in the corner with the guard. I like this idea. This idea is interesting because this is an idea where you don't you attack. You take the lead instead of trying to cover something. You can be in trouble. I think those 3 could work. It just depends on which kind of team you got, where they are tactically, technically. So this season I will go simple switch. I'm not even sure I will switch back behind. It will depend on who I got on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will trap. Probably I will trap after if they play the mismatch low. I will trap it.
The pre-switch, you said you like that third idea, and I know it's a little bit of a higher level thing and on the floor for players to really recognize, hey, who's going to switch down. What would be, I guess, something for the future, like teaching points on that as far as trying to keep certain players in certain spots?
I think I will go to something really simple. It's a matter of communication. Just a matter of communication. It's a matter of practicing and communication. I do not believe you come out of a timeout and say, okay, we're gonna do this. I don't have a magical tool, and I do not believe on this. I think it's a matter of a lot of practices. It's a matter of a lot of communication.
Sure.
You can maybe do it with some player, maybe not do it with everybody. It will depend also when during the possession it occurs. There is because if it occurs too soon in the possession, I think it could become. I don't know if you can use it as a regular rules or just, for example, at the end of let's say, usually you get a lot of that on the last play of each quarter.
No,
we can find it. Maybe the future could be at the end of a possession, but that means the problem is the screen is not always coming from the same spot on the court. It's not always the same player. That's a lot of. I think that's a lot of work. I'm not sure about to have this as a main rule during a full season. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah. Coach, and just one more follow-up for and kind of tying for me back into our conversation about building a game plan. If you're facing an opponent that has a big in the pick and roll that's can pick and pop, can pick and roll, can short roll, and it's just kind of an overall a problem, what does your game plan look like for a really good big like that, say leading up to that game?
So we are playing Mitrovic.
Okay. Yeah, right. Basically. Yeah.
Many early team try to attack him in defense to put him in foul trouble. So maybe I will try this. But when I was in Besiktas, we were playing. We played 5 times CSKA Moscow and Teodosic, and many times we try to attack Teodosic, and smart player they never make foul. they make the first one, but they are smart enough to do not make the second one. So I will say I will probably take the risk inside rather than outside, because it's a matter of point per possession. I won't give him the threes. I won't give him the threes. I will prefer to go inside for two reasons. First, that's a matter of point per possession, and also if the player shoot threes, there is a better opportunity of long rebound, and which will go to an extra possession. And if you let the player go inside, usually if he missed, the rebound are much more closer to the rim and much more easier to control.
My follow-up is just going back to the simple switch, your start. If it's a bad big man defender, so that's the matchup you want to avoid. Why is it that you prefer to go to a switch? I mean, I guess that sometimes it could sound counterintuitive that you don't want him to play in the pick and roll, but you'd rather than have him just switch and live playing that way.
I got this problem this season with one of my players who is not a great rim protector, who is not able to step out, who is not able to flat edge, who's not able to be always between the ball and the basket. Laterally is not great. The quickness is not great, but is really good defending ISO, because he's really good. He likes this challenge, and he got incredible wingspan. I found with him, we cannot switch too early because he cannot guard an ISO for 15 seconds, but for less than let's say 10 seconds, you can switch easily. I was really surprised, but he likes the idea of being challenging by the guard. Sometimes you can, sometimes you got like, it's like, as a coach, you have to be really humble and try many things, because you get your belief. And this is not sometimes because a big man is not able to be a good ball pick player, then he cannot be a good ISO player.
Yeah.
And also on ISO, if it's really bad on ball pick and really bad on ISO, so first you sub.
Yeah.
Or you blame yourself because this is you
who
make him come. But you have to fight. You have to fight with him, because and then after you can also help him a lot on ISO. If you watch Milano or Barcelona or CSKA Moscow this season, as soon CSKA Moscow got switch many ball pick, and when the player tried to play ISO, their defense look like much more like a 3-2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Than rather than a man-to-man. So you can also help the player with the orientation. It comes back to the datas on which player you decide to switch. This player, like, does he like to shoot? Does he like to go left? Does he like to go right? And then after you can send him one way. When you send him one way, you got a player who can stunt and recover. So I will probably go this way with a player like that.